Hello and welcome back for another vlog. Boy, ain't I looking like a hot mess today. So, as most of you know, my husband and I have two houses. We have one in Virginia and one in South Carolina. And we try to find information about like TV service or phone service or internet. Oh gosh, that is terrible. Today's vlog is going to be based on snowbirds. So we have joined the crowd at our young ages. Me, not Daryl, he's old. He didn't hear that. So anyway, it is a four and a half hour drive from Virginia to South Carolina. We have a home in the mountains in Virginia, in far southwest Virginia. We have a home 80 miles inland of Myrtle Beach. It is not cheap having two homes, and when people say, boy, it must be nice, no. Because you have to have two of everything. And every time you go from one house to the other, you're continually having to do work. More so than just on one home. So, we've pretty much got, like for our food, about 2 weeks before we leave to go to each home, I will start cooking up what we have in the fridge and the freezer. And what stuff that I just don't want to fool with, I end up taking to our neighbors. God love them. They always take our scrap food. So we have a cooler. We usually end up with about, it's a large cooler, so we have about a half of a cooler that we end up taking with us. And it's usually just like condiments like ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, stuff like that. We have a suitcase for everything. That's the easiest way to do that. We have a lot of totes. And two reasons why I'm doing this vlog is, one, because several of our viewers or our subscribers has asked about why ain't I doing any eBay vlogs. Well, this is why. It's because right now we're at our winter home in South Carolina. And I do not bring any of our eBay stuff with us. All of that is back home in Virginia. I did bring a tote of clothing, bags, stuff like that, but it's just, it all fits in one tote. But the purpose of this vlog is to let people know that, and then to get opinions or advice, or to help others who are in our situation. A few has asked, why do we keep both houses? Well, my house in Virginia is paid for. I have no debt. It is a small mobile home. It's a single wide. It's not a small one. It's a big one. It's paid for. My husband has a shop there. When he sold his semi-truck, he took that money and bought his shop, had his shop put in so where he could hang out and call his doghouse. My two dogs are buried there, and they were my babies, and I do not want to sell that property because of that. If it came to it, if I had to, I would sell it. No doubt about it. The reason why my husband won't sell his house in South Carolina is because it's sitting on family land right now. Plus, he still owes on it. Not a lot, but just enough, you know, to where he doesn't want to get rid of it or anything. But we like going south in the winter to escape the snow. Mothman. It is nice to escape it, but when you start going in between, it does become a headache. What we have in Virginia is we have Dish Network, and what we do is we take our receiver with us from each time we go back and forth, just our receiver and our remotes, that's it. So we have TV at both homes. Now you have to go into your settings to change your zip code, to download the new guide. There is a few things that you have to go in and change, and I always handle it because Daryl has no idea how to do that. So mainly it's going in and changing your zip code, and then there's a few other numbers that you have to go down. I don't know why for the southern part. So we do have Dish Network. We do not have landline phones at either house. The one in South Carolina we do, but we don't have it plugged up. We have DSL here. In Virginia, we have Xfinity Internet. And what I do is they have a Snowbird. What do I want to call it? Where you disable it for a few months. They let you do it for 3 months. That's with the Xfinity. And when it's on Snowbird, I only pay $8 a month, which would be the rent for the modem. In South Carolina, we have Sand Hill Telephone Company. They do not let us put it on Snowbird. So we have to pay the $78 a month, every month, even though we're not using it. For 7 months, we do not use their landline or DSL, but we can't put it on Snowbird. Stop. So, then we have our water. That was one thing that somebody had asked, what we do about our water. For our water, we have what's called customer switches, and our water meters are at the edge of the road at our houses. And we have a fifth wheel puller in South Carolina that they'll use us to turn the one off here. And in Virginia, I call PSA, which stands for Public Service Authority, and they will come and turn ours off in Virginia, and they don't charge us anything for it. And we've done it so frequently now. When I call PSA and tell them my name and address, they're like, "Oh, you need your water turned off." I'm like, "Yep." But don't tell me when it turned off. That's the whole thing of doing Snowbird, is do not tell me when it turned off that you want to go to the Snowbird portion, or you want to be put on Snowbird. And all they do is just like disable it, is all they do. I don't know the word I'm looking for. My brain is flat right now.
A suspend service.
Suspend. Temporarily suspend. The one thing that we cannot figure out is we vlog. And I'm asking for anybody out there, if y'all have any suggestions. We run, and I know it's going to sound funny, but it's the truth. We run between 30 and 50 gigabytes of data a month on internet alone, just on cable internet. And because we do a lot of internet, with me listed on eBay and both of us being on the internet and uploading vlogs to YouTube, watching vlogs, joining streams and stuff like that, we use a ton of data. So we have, like I said, we have DSL, we have the cable. I've looked into having a cell phone with unlimited data. Well, that's not going to work because you're throttled after so many gigabytes. On our cable internet, we've never been throttled. So, and we average out about, what, 30, 35 gigabytes a month on the Xfinity. I love the internet. It's super fast, so there's no hesitation or anything. I think we've had, what, 7 devices downloading at one time off of it, and none of it has lagged or anything. So if anybody has any suggestions on internet, do tell. I did call the satellite company, Dish Network. It would have ran us right at $300 a month internet for it. I'm not spending that much money. So if anybody has any suggestions, comment below or send us a message or something. Other than that, that's all we do for Snowbird. We do bring the four-wheelers with us because in South Carolina we have a few places where we go riding at. And this past week and a half, well, 2 weeks, it's rained every freaking day here. And you can't get outside to do anything. I can't get outside with Alice and us go outside and work in the yard. But that's about all that we do on Snowbird. We lock the houses up good on heat tape on your water lines from the ground about 6 inches into the ground, into your water line where it comes out of the ground into the house. Heat tape. I cannot stress the importance of that. My house in Virginia has never had frozen water lines, so we have gotten lucky with that. But heat tape is a must, whether you're a snowbird or not. Heat tape, that'll keep your water lines from freezing. But for now, kind of off subject from that, because some of y'all have been wondering. A couple have thought I forgot. I stopped listing on eBay. I have not stopped listing. I have some stuff listed. It's just not the same stuff, because when we bring the four-wheelers down here, the trailer and the four-wheelers is so heavy, we try to save as much as we can. So that's the reason why we don't bring our eBay stuff with us. Plus, we'd have to probably have to have a 28-foot box truck to bring all of our eBay stuff with us.
And this winter we've had.
And this winter we've had to rebuild this house. So everything has been up in the air about that. So that's all for that. If anybody has any suggestions about internet, please let me know. I would like to do away with Xfinity and Sandy Hill Telephone and go with just one provider, but we have researched and researched. There's nothing truly unlimited that would not throttle us or cap us. That's what I've been researching. I like to keep my business with just one company. So off subject now. You have to overlook our mess. This is how far we've gotten on the house. So this is the master bedroom. We have now got the insulation. We've got the subfloor up. I've got to come in here and put insulation down. We've got to put this subfloor down. The master bathroom, it is ready for insulation. I think we're just going to put, are we going to put drywall back up in here, or are we just going to put the cabinet and the shower up? He said we're going to put drywall back up. So drywall, insulation. We've got to finish prepping the subfloor for the toilet. There, the board's on it. We did take the shower out of there, so that whole thing is going to be a cabinet. Let me walk on here if I don't fall. Yes, I gutted this whole room by myself, so this in here was where the shower used to be. It's going to be a linen closet. We're going to put doors here. We've been looking at the barn doors that just slide, so I think we might go with something like that. And the shower will go here. It's going to be one large shower. A vanity will go here. And the reason why the doorway is like this is because we had to get the stand-up shower out, but we are going to widen these doors to make them more easily accessible. And this is the closet. When we took the old hot water heater out, we had to get it out to get to the blower unit. So, drip pan. I think the only thing we gotta do in here is just build another door for that. That was so tall we had to cut the wall out. The living room, we haven't touched it. It's got to be gutted. So now everything's having to go on this side of the house so we can fix the other. This is the dining room. In the kitchen, we got it almost done. The laundry room, check it out. We got it finished. I painted the vent. We're gonna make a cabinet, make doors here and put a cabinet in here. This is just temporarily. But we got all this finished. I need another curtain. If you can tell, the trim up here is a very, very, very light aqua color. And this is just roll linoleum here. The very last thing to go down is going to be the flooring that goes here, which is this. The Blue Ridge pine. So, that's all for now. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That's a little bit of FYI. And who else to end the vlog with than Miss Alice? Hey, Alice. Hey, Alice. Tell everybody hi. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.